Hello and welcome to the Library Connection. I'm Summer Newman-Ernest. The library staff and board would like to thank TV47 for giving us the opportunity to showcase the B.B. Comer Memorial Library and its service to the greater entire community. Joining me today is Miss Lakeisha Crocker. She is the elementary music teacher for Sylacauga City Schools, but she has so much more going on, and we're going to talk about all of those things, as well as an exciting upcoming production of Tarzan from the Sylacauga Community Playhouse. But first of all, Lakeisha, thank you for joining us, and tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you lived in this area?
Thank you, Summer. I'm excited to be here. I've lived in this area for about 11 years. I grew up in Green Hill, which is 20 miles north of Florence in northwest Alabama.
Okay.
So after college, I moved to Birmingham. I accepted a job in Birmingham, and I met my husband, and he is from Childersburg. So then I moved to Childersburg, and we lived there for 11 years, and we recently moved to Sylacauga about a month ago.
Wow, so exciting. So you're an official, official citizen
official.
of Sylacauga, even though you've been in the area for some time.
Yes.
And so your husband is Matt Crocker.
Matt Crocker, yes.
And he grew up in Childersburg.
He did. He graduated from Childersburg, class of 98.
Okay.
Played football, was in the choir. Loved it.
Yeah,
Loved
another musical. Y'all are both musical at heart, I know. And then you have one child.
Yes, Landon. He's going to second grade at Indian Valley.
Okay, great. Well, we're so excited that you met Matt and got into this community because I know that you've been a great asset. And did you go to school at UNA or where?
I didn't. Okay. I went to Northwest Shoals Community College. Mm-hmm. I went sang in the choir and played trumpet in the jazz band for 2 years, then transferred to Alabama. Oh, Roll Tide.
That's fine.
You'll forgive me. That's okay.
And so music education?
Yes, vocal music education, pre-K through 12th.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm, yes.
But I guess the majority, though, of your experience has been in the elementary level.
I started in college teaching kinder music, which is a music program for birth through 4 years old.
Right.
So I was certified kinder music, and after that, I accepted my first job, kindergarten through 5th, and have been elementary since.
Ever since.
But
I know that you even have other degrees, so it's not just. What's your most recent one?
Well, I have my master's in school counseling.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think every teacher probably needs a degree in counseling, right? With
it's very helpful. It really is.
I bet it is.
And going into this, I never thought I would get my master's in school counseling.
Right.
But, as you go into education and you see the needs of the students, I thought, just this other degree could help me reach those needs and fulfill the needs of the students with music, through music.
Sure, absolutely. Well, we hear glowing remarks all the time with everything that's going on, and I just want you to sort of give us an overview of what you do in the elementary schools and some of the other fine arts programs that are going on in Sylacauga City Schools.
The fine arts, they're booming in Sylacauga, and we're so excited. My job at Indian Valley and Pinecrest, I teach pre-K through 5th grade. We have Sylacauga Children's Choir, which is based through Pinecrest, 3rd through 5th grade. We meet throughout the school year. We have a concert usually at Christmas and in the spring.
And so is that something they try out for?
Yes, they audition for it, and we normally have about 100 kids.
Wow.
But they're wonderful kids, that's what I tell everyone. It's doable because the kids are fantastic.
Right, and they're actually wanting to do that.
Exactly, yes. Wow. They're wanting to do that. And then we have a new middle school teacher, band and choir. His name is Samuel Childs. He'll be teaching both band and choir at the middle school.
That's so great.
At the high school, Mr. Martez Tidwell will be full-time at the high school doing vocal music.
Right. Show choir,
yes. Mm-hmm. Women's choir and general choir. Mm-hmm. We have a new band director.
So many exciting changes.
Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. Ryan Murrell, and they started band camp this week.
Wow.
Very exciting.
You don't realize all of the work that goes into this. Of course you think about the football players are out there, but these band members and the band front, they're out there in the sweaty, hot sun too, having to work because it takes a lot to put, just the halftime show onto the field, and it's always spectacular. With your work with the young ones, I know everybody, though, gets music class, not just the ones. And so how does that work? Because I know that's a lot of students.
It is a lot of students, but it's so rewarding because I can reach every student in the school. So what I do is I will start my year at Indian Valley for 11 weeks. And each class, they're on a 4-day rotation. So I see each class for 45 minutes every 4 days.
Wow.
After the 11 weeks, then I go to Pinecrest, do the same rotation, and then I'll go back to Indian Valley and back to Pinecrest.
So there's a lot of traveling for
A
you,
lot.
and keeping things straight. But the opportunity that all of these students get music class on a weekly basis, I guess, pretty much. I mean, that's unheard of. I know growing up, we never had that opportunity. And I think that's so important because once again, especially at that young age, you're discovering these new talents and sparking this interest. Were you always into music, or how did it work for you?
I was always into music. I didn't want to be an elementary music teacher. My first major was dental hygiene.
Oh, wow.
So once I got into the Northwest Shoals and started teaching other children, I'm thinking, I could do this. I really love music, and my whole life is based around music, and it always made sense. It was just there. And I'm thinking, why can't I do this as a profession?
Well, and I think that's so important is whatever your passion is.
Yes.
If I loved science, then I wanted to be a science
Exactly.
teacher. And so that shows because the kids, they pick up on that you love what you do. And I know that they love having you as a teacher. And so you have so many other things going on. I know one thing that you've been heavily involved in since it's sort of re-inception that it started back as the Sylacauga Community Playhouse.
Yes.
And so what have you done with it thus far and what's coming up?
Well, my first gig with the Playhouse
Music,
was vocal coach for the Addams family. We had so much fun. Mr. Tidwell and I, we were co-vocal coaches. So, we would just get the cast together and we'd just run through their music. We would polish everything that they had been working on, work as an ensemble to get the harmonies correct. So that's what we did.
And that was a Broadway musical. So that was a big undertaking. It wasn't, just an hour long, few songs. Right.
Yes. And then my husband and I met, we did marketing and house managing for Steel Magnolias.
Which was wonderful. We saw that this spring.
Yes, thank you. And in the meantime, while we were doing that, January through March, I taught voice through the camp that they had, the winter camp.
Wow.
Yes.
And then you're teaching on your other job.
And getting my degree.
Right,
Yes.
right. Yeah. No summer, no break for you.
No.
And so then after that, you went right into this production,
We did. Yes, which is Tarzan the musical. We are thrilled to be bringing this show to Sylacauga.
And so it's Tarzan Jr., correct?
It is not.
Oh, it's not?
It is Tarzan the musical, the full 2-hour Broadway musical. Yes.
Wow, that is exciting. And it's a Disney production.
Yes, based on the Disney movie.
Right, which most people have seen or know of Tarzan.
Right.
And so I know that you've been working hard since. When did you start?
We had auditions May 10th, 11th, and 12th. Then we cast the end of that week, and we started rehearsals the next week.
Wow. Well, Keisha, we're going to take a break. Okay. And when we come back, we are going to be joined by two of the actors, an actor and an actress from the actual production. They're going to sing a little song for us, and then we'll welcome you back in just a bit.
Great. Thank you.
Recycling, it's nothing new, but how many of us actually do it? What's the point? Every time you toss out something that could be recycled, you're throwing away money. Recyclables are valuable, and when items like these are recycled, they are sold to businesses and made into new products. Alabama's recycling industry employs thousands of people, and more recycling equals more jobs, which equals more money put back in your local economy. See, recycling just makes sense. Let us show you how recycling works in and for Alabama.
Hey y'all, Jim Green from TV47. You can now catch us on the internet. We're streaming live at TV47.tv. All of our great programming, whether it's Daybreak with Jimmy Dale, Matt Coulter, and Around the Track with Matt, or I'll be on with Coosa Valley Magazine and a whole lot more too, right here at TV47, now TV47.tv on the internet. Whatever device, you can watch us right there at TV47.tv.
In Alabama, finding a place you and your family will love comes naturally at any one of our beautiful state parks, where you can stay and play. Alabama state parks provide opportunities for adventure on the water, in the woods, and even just hanging around. Whether you want to explore the foothills of the Appalachians or wade into the warm waters of the Gulf, Alabama is a natural delight. To learn more, call 800-ALAPARK or visit alapark.com.
Hello and welcome back to the Library Connection. I'm Summer Newman Ernest. Joining me before the commercial break was Lakeisha Crocker, the elementary music teacher for Sylacauga City Schools. And now we have two of the actors from the upcoming production of Tarzan, which the Sylacauga Community Playhouse will actually be performing this weekend. At the library, we're always excited to support the arts, music, theater, and even with our summer program for the children. We're excited to see this bloom more, and hopefully we're cultivating some of those by sparking that interest in theater or music. And so joining me, we have Maggie Beth Dew and Sean McDonald. You guys are both in the production of Tarzan. First of all, tell me, what parts are you playing?
I play Jane Porter.
Okay.
And I play Jane's father.
Oh, okay. So we have daughter and father. Is this your first production to be in?
This is my first production, yes ma'am.
Oh, wow.
This will be my third
Third.
musical.
Wow. And so pretty much every opportunity that you had to be in one you have, I know. And even Maggie Beth, I know that you helped last year, though, with the choreography.
I did. I was the assistant dance director.
Right. So now you're on the other side of the stage. Okay. Will y'all tell me, when is the play? Times, dates, tickets? How can we get there?
Well, the play is July 15th and 16th and 17th. And the Friday and Saturday will be at 6:30 p.m. and the Sunday will be at 2 p.m.
Okay, and where is it located, Sean?
B.B. Kilmer Memorial High School.
Okay, and can tickets be purchased at the door, or how does that work?
Yes, they can be purchased online or at the door.
Okay, and online, I think that's SCP Playhouse. You can see it actually at scplayhouse.com, and so you can purchase them online. They'll have them at will call or at the door. So there's only three opportunities to see it. And if it's anything like last year's The Little Mermaid Junior, I know those were packed out performances, and so the productions just get better and better. So you want to make sure that you get your tickets and that you don't miss it, because you guys, I know, have been working very hard, and so we want to see some of those efforts. And you're going to sing a song for us. Can you give us a little background? What scene is this, or what's going on?
Well, this is actually the scene where I have kind of fallen in love with Tarzan, but I don't want to tell my dad. And so, it's the big,
the talk, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
It's kind of a conversation.
And that's what I love about musicals, of course, is that you do have some regular script, I know, but the music really tells the story. And so I'll just let you guys take it away.
Okay. This man is not like other men, like no man I've ever seen. You'll have to meet him to believe it. I know just how you'll be. Oh, he defies gravity.
Jane, can this be true?
No man I've ever seen.
My word.
He seems to fly, defying everything.
No.
Like something in your dream.
Good heavens, can this be true? This man, he sounds extraordinary.
He is, Father.
I'd love to meet him too.
You shall.
Well, does he talk like you or I can?
Well,
and what do you two do?
I know this. He seems at one with nature.
That's good.
Like no man I've ever seen.
It sounds quite nice.
It seems he learned from all around him. They're like his friends, you see.
Really? Can this be true?
Oh, Father, sometimes I wake at night and see him there. He lightens up the darkness, you will see.
Oh, I can see. Oh, daughter, what's this I hear? It seems he fills your heart with joy. I see the symptoms in those eyes. I feel so happy and proud of you inside. So, we've both made our discoveries.
Yes!
Though I'll keep mine to myself.
I'm not following you, Daddy.
But if my instincts serve correctly, I may have lost my girl.
No.
Oh, this is what we've waited for. We always knew one day. This is the link we've both been you're searching for, it's just a breath away. Can this be true? Can this be true? We'll see.
Becoming a driver can be an exciting time for a teen, but it can also be challenging. And at very worst, deadly. Alabama ranks 5th in the number of teens killed in motor vehicle crashes every year. It's the leading cause of death among 16 to 24-year-olds. Alabama's graduated driver license law places restrictions on young drivers to help ensure their safety. Parents, know the law, enforce the law, and be a good example. Remember, the life you save may be your child's.
Hey, Sylacauga! I'm Dr. Gina, and I want you to join me live every weeknight, Monday through Friday, right here on Channel 47 on the world's first social television show. And it's going to be all about you, whether it's presidential politics or Deflategate. If it's trending, we're going to be talking about it. I want you to join me live every Monday through Friday on Channel 47. Don't miss it. America Trends with Dr. Gina, Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. right here on Channel 47. See you then.
Recycling, it's nothing new, but how many of us actually do it? What's the point? Every time you toss out something that could be recycled, you're throwing away money. Recyclables are valuable, and when items like these are recycled, they are sold to businesses and made into new products. Alabama's recycling industry employs thousands of people, and more recycling equals more jobs, which equals more money put back in your local economy. See, recycling just makes sense. Let us show you how recycling works in and for Alabama.
Hello and welcome back to the Library Connection. I'm Summer Newman Ernest, and we were just entertained by Mr. Sean McDonald and Maggie Beth Dew. They are both performing in the upcoming production of Tarzan this weekend by the Sylacauga Community Playhouse. A wonderful job by them, and I know that they've had a lot of musical direction by Miss Lakeisha Crocker, who is not only the elementary music teacher at Sylacauga City Schools, but has been really heavily involved with the Sylacauga Community Playhouse. And what a wonderful performance by them. I know it's a lot of work. Not only is it learning the songs and the script, but getting it onto stage, that takes quite some time.
It does, and it is a lot of work, but I like to tell people it doesn't feel like work. It's not a job. When we have kids as wonderful as Maggie Beth and Sean, and we have students that want to learn and want to participate, it's easy. We've had the best summer. We've had so much fun.
Well, and it's so exciting for me. I know growing up in Sylacauga that it was huge. Every summer, all of my friends, we did the production, whatever it was. If it were Alice in Wonderland, Snow White, it's just something you do. And so to see that growing, and how many kids do you have involved this year?
We have almost 60 children involved.
Wow, and those age range would be?
We have ages 5 through 19. Wow. Yes.
yeah, that's easy, to deal with, right? Yeah, so you're using those high school, the preparation for that as well, in the elementary. And so, how does it work? Do they practice day, night, or?
They are practicing Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from about 5:30. The littles, we call them the littles, they stay from about 5:30 to 7:30. 7:30 they leave and go home, and we keep the bigs with us to really work on acting and blocking and those songs that we're having a little trouble with, we keep them and work with that.
Right.
So we've been doing that since May.
Right.
The middle
of
May.
What dedication.
Yes.
That is, there's no gallivanting off or vacation or something. You have to be dedicated to it. But what a wonderful opportunity for them to learn not only, the acting portion or singing, but even behind, there might be some students that are interested in doing behind the scenes kind of thing.
We have 2 students working spotlights. We have students working props as well.
Wow. Yeah, because you don't think about that. The stage or the makeup. I know when we did the Addams Family that it was a high school student who really did our makeup or helped to teach us how to do the makeup. So I think that's so wonderful, exploring all of those different options and talents.
It is. And, and another thing that I like that comes from the Tarzan show is our older students are learning how to work with our younger ones. It really is a community.
Right.
And we call them Mama Apes. They have their babies, and they've helped so much just keeping them together and showing them blocking and showing them singing parts. It has been a team effort. It has been wonderful.
And I know there's other volunteers. Who are some of the other people involved with this production?
We have co-directors. We have Patrick McDonald, who was in Addams Family.
Right.
We also have Lauren Taunton. She's a co-director as well.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
And so I know it takes a lot of people and volunteers to keep all of these things straight. And so let's go over once again the dates, time, tickets, all of that information.
Well, we open Friday night at Comer Memorial Auditorium. Starts at 6:30. Saturday night, 6:30, and Sunday at 2 p.m. Like Maggie Beth and Sean told us, you can order your tickets online at scplayhouse.com, or you can get them at the door.
Okay, and so like I said, you don't want to miss this because there's only 3 opportunities to see it, and I'm so excited, Payne's so excited to come and see it, and just the opportunity. I feel like last year when they did The Little Mermaid, so many people were just blown away with the caliber of the talent that we have here in town. You know, it's not necessary to drive to Birmingham or to Montgomery to see a wonderful professional production by our own, our own community, and so that just makes us so proud here in Sylacauga and at the Comer Memorial Library. Lakeisha, I know that you have a lot of other things going on beyond your elementary job and the Sylacauga Community Playhouse. You have a sort of new position with First Methodist Church.
I do. Last August, I started the Children's Choir Director at First United Methodist Church here in Sylacauga. We have 2 choirs. Our first choir is kindergarten through 2nd grade. That's our Cherub Choir, and they meet on Wednesday nights at 5 o'clock. Our older choir, it's 3rd grade through 6th grade, and we meet Sundays at 11. We do various performances throughout the year. Right. We had a Christmas play where we told the story of the birth of Jesus.
So great.
Thank you. And we had other productions throughout the year.
Right. And that was something exciting to see because First Methodist Church has always had a long history of the teenagers and the adult choirs being strong under David Simpkins and his father, Buddy Simpkins. And it was wonderful to have that, but to start them out young.
Yes.
And so I think, in performing in church, opportunities that some of these kids might not have otherwise had. What I like also is from all schools, and so it's not just Sylacauga City Schools.
Right.
You have kids, I know, from Knollwood and Fayetteville and Comer and all around the area, and it's really open to anyone.
It is, yes. Anyone can participate. My goal in the children's choirs at First Methodist is to have them worship God, first and foremost, and to feel how good that feeling is to stand on the stage and lead the worship, not only them leading worship, but watching other people worship.
Right.
To get that feeling, that fulfillment that they get through Christ, through song. Right. If I can lay that foundation to get them to continue that choir and that singing, then my job is done.
Well, and the hearts, when you see those kids out there, it touches your heart. I love to hear anybody sing, and I love music, but it really has been special, and I know a special addition to the church services there. And so you're doing so much in the community. Other things that you're involved in or hope to get involved in, or tell me what you like most about Sylacauga.
I love small town Sylacauga. I love where you can go somewhere and people. You can reach people through the arts, through sports.
Right.
There are children from everywhere coming in, growing up together, kindergarten through 12th grade. These are their lifelong friends. I love this town, love the community.
I do too, and I feel like the library, it helps to be a connection, especially with young people. And when you move to town, and even was for me being from here, is if it's the story time or the summer reading programs, that it's a way to meet other parents or families or moms, or you get to see them during the summer, the friends that you miss. And so we hope that we can do that too, not only helping to get people together to encourage the love of reading, which is important if you're going to be an actor, a singer, teacher, whatever it is, as well as cultivating the arts through Arts Council and our other endeavors, that it's wonderful. And so you've been here for about 11 years. Are there, we think we know everything about you, but are there any little known facts that maybe we don't know about Lakeisha?
Well, I do have a fun fact I love to tell my students. They think they know everything about me.
Sure.
But when I was growing up, and still, my family pet, we have a donkey. We do. It's a very unusual family pet. His name is Eeyore.
No.
And we got him, he was a baby when we got him. I was about 13 years old.
Wow.
And now when we go home to see my parents, he sees us get out of the car and he starts talking to us. We call him our little brother.
The donkey. The donkey. Oh, great. Now Payne's going to be one of those. I was trying to do the fish, dog.
No,
a donkey.
It's the donkey.
That is so great. And so growing up, I guess it was more of a country, small town.
Very small.
Right. And so I think that that's nice too, that you still have that community and and so many people that you know, and there's other things too. Everybody's Miss Crocker, Miss Crocker.
Yes.
You're famous
well,
too.
famous in a small town, yes.
Yeah, that everybody is. Do you have a favorite book?
Oh, wow. I have so many favorite books. I don't think I could pinpoint one. I love reading biographies. That's one of my favorites. Julie Andrews' biography was fantastic. I love To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yes, me too.
One of my favorites, right.
How can you not?
I love children's books.
I do too. Yeah. I do too. I know there's sometimes like it's story time, or bedtime, and I'm like wanting to pick and paint. Like, I don't want that one. Like, I want to read that one again.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And what I like doing in my classroom is I like getting children's books and we make music out of it. And we'll read the story and we'll add instruments to the story. Just to, I want kids to see me reading as well. I'm not just the music teacher. I want them to see that reading is important.
Right.
Whatever class you're in, whatever you're doing, you always want to keep that love of reading.
Right. Well, what a wonderful role model you are for these
thank
young
you.
people. I wish that I'd had you as a music teacher. Oh, that's so wonderful. Let's go over once again the Sylacauga Community Playhouse, the dates, the times, the upcoming production of Tarzan, the musical, the real Broadway musical, with our local talent here. You saw some of it earlier with Maggie, Beth, and Sean. Those dates, times, everything that we need to know to be there.
Okay, opening night is Friday night at the Comer Auditorium, 6:30, Saturday at 6:30 p.m., Sunday at 2 p.m. You can get your tickets online at scplayhouse.com or you can get them at the door. You do not want to miss this show. Yeah. And it might be sold out.
Right. That's what I was wondering. I was like, do we need to get our tickets ahead of time? Especially I think about that matinee because there's a lot of young people that want to, if it's too late. What I love about it too is it's family friendly. Everybody can come. There's not many things that you can say that, be it movies or whatever, but young, old, everybody, there's something for everybody, sure to enjoy it. And so we're excited to see all of your hard work and efforts up on stage this upcoming weekend. And so when will we find out if there are any more plays coming up soon?
You will find out at the show.
Oh, so they will.
It's a secret.
It's a surprise. I like that. The anticipation building. And I think that's something neat with the Sylacauga Community Playhouse is that since it's gotten restarted, I know it was really big for a long time, is that there's been something just about every season for someone, either to participate in or to go see, if it's an adult or a musical or the children's program that is really reaching out to this community. And I think getting some people that we didn't know were, for instance, Tarzan. Tell us his story really quickly before we have to go.
Jake Skinner is playing Tarzan, and Jake Skinner was in Adam's Family. He was not cast originally as Gomez, and we were in a pinch, and the musical director, Janie Giddens, said, well, I have a student at CAC. I think he would be great for the role of Gomez. He comes in and blows us all away.
Amazing.
He is phenomenal.
He is.
And you will love watching him in Tarzan.
I can't wait.
You will laugh. You will cry.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
He just has it. I know. It was just wonderful. So thank you, Janie Giddens and Jake. Yeah, I can't wait to see everybody perform. And so that's this weekend, upcoming July 15th, 16th, and 17th.
Yes.
Correct. At BB Comer Memorial High School in their auditorium. You can buy tickets at the door or online at scplayhouse.com.
Yes.
scplayhouse.com. Don't miss it. Lakeisha, thank you so much for joining us today. And to Sean and to Maggie Beth, we are excited to see you. And we're excited to see all of the wonderful work you're doing in the community for our children.
Thank you.